What a kick from fucking Moody. Man, the 49ers, we squeaked out a win right there. What is that final going to be, 19-16 over the Raiders in Las Vegas? Man, I'll tell you the truth. I 2 minutes ago, I would have told you I didn't care how this game ended up, but I'm fucking ecstatic. The Niners got a win today. Puts us at 1-1 in the preseason. We're gonna play against the Chargers next week. Then we got 2 weeks off until the season starts. Oh man, this really changed the mood of the video. It's funny how if you get a win here, you'll take a win any way you can get. Not really much to report. A lot of guys still didn't play. We didn't see Kittle. We didn't see, McCaffrey. It's just a long line of stars that really didn't play this game. We had Brock Purdy start this game, played the first drive. Ricky Purcell caught 3 balls, 36 yards, wasn't able to hold on to the touchdown. We ended up having to kick a field goal for Moody. And then Mac Jones came in. I don't know why they didn't give Brock another drive. I know why, but I don't know. Just give him one more. Just get him out there. Get these guys playing football. I'm sure a lot of these guys, if you would ask them, I'm sure Kittle would have been playing. Him doing commentary for the fourth quarter today was probably one of the highlights of the whole freaking game. Moody, I honestly feel like every single time he does something good, we gotta pat him on the head and tell him good job, bud, you got this. Really good kicker, came out of Michigan. They did something that I wish they would have done years ago, drafting the kicker. Last year, horrible. I mean, that's the only way to put it. He made some big kicks, but he missed a lot of other ones. Year before, was able to shake it off because it was kind of like the rookie rust and just being he's still just getting used to it. Now he's got to do it, man. He missed a kick earlier in the day. The kick that he came out and kicked after that wasn't that pretty either. But at least that one went in. He went. Did he go 5 for 6 today, or did he go 4 for 5 today? I think he went 5 for 6. But got 1 extra point off the Jeff Wilson. Glad to have you back in the league. Glad to have you back on our team. Took a little hiatus. He went over to Miami and was playing for Mike. Shoot, I always call him the wrong freaking last name. When I go slower, I can remember the names. Sometimes I screw them up. But, playing for Miami. Then we also had, who was it? It was running the ball. Rasheem Mostert, running back for the Raiders this year. 11th year in the league, 6 of those with the 49ers. Really good back. Glad to see guys like that doing well. To tell you the truth, I'm not a Raider hater. I want the Raiders to be good. Football is even better here in Sacramento, California on the West Coast when the Raiders are better. There's still a lot of Raider fans here, even though they packed up to win to Las Vegas. They got true fans that don't leave them. I guess they're, if you're older, you're used to them moving on them all the time, from Oakland to Los Angeles, to Oakland again, now to Las Vegas. But Andre Carter on the defensive line, I honestly thought he was the guy that played for us before. It sounds like a really familiar name of somebody, but he's only been in the league for 2 years. Played 1 year in Minnesota, I think I looked him up. And that's probably the one thing that's hurting the 49ers as of right now. And I know that, that line isn't really our line. It's going to change so much when we get our beefcakes up there on the line, especially with Trent Richardson up there. I feel good that we won the game, but honestly, that was a pretty boring game. I feel really special about this year. I still believe in this team. Word is Brandon Ayuk is not going to play until week 6, coming back from his injury. A lot of the injuries last year and the ones that are still lingering on, not the McCaffrey one. The McCaffrey one we understand because he was doing everything he could to try to get himself ready. He was going over and doing all sorts of things to his knees and his legs to try and get him ready to go. One thing said that he was going over to Germany and getting treatment there. I think that last year we didn't take it that serious. And now we got 2 weeks. Next week's game against the Chargers, we need to see more from everybody. We don't need nobody getting hurt. Yeah, I understand that. But we got to be ready to roll. We got to make sure our defense is, top notch. It's always going to be standing tall. The offense is going to be running. As long as we get, our starters on the field. It's hard being a 49ers fan during the off season, during the preseason, because we kind of, take our foot off the pedal. And then we expect week 1 to just jump in and just run with it. I remember when the 49er teams were bad and we went out of our way to try to win these preseason games. Man, it feels good to get a win. Sorry, Raider fans. You couldn't pull it out today. Mike Mordecai, he was the quarterback last week. He ended up getting cut. Mac Jones, let's face it. Look at me right now. I understand we went to the Super Bowl when we had a starting quarterback who went down. Our backup came in, and then our backup went down, and then our third string came in, who became our franchise quarterback. Stories like that don't happen all that often. If Mac Jones goes into play, I'm not going to turn the game off and say we're done. But if Mac Jones is going in to play football for the 49ers this season, we're already in trouble the way it is. I don't love Mac Jones, but I believe in him that he can get it done. But threw a pick last week, threw a pick again today, just trying to force a ball into a situation. He's just got to calm down. He's not the starter. He's just got to, just get the job done. That's about the only way I can put it. You don't need to force anything or anything like that. Let's just go out there and play football. We finished it off well. We moved the ball. The Raiders, they ran the ball well when Gentry was in there. But even when that dude wasn't in there, we ran the ball. They ran the ball up the middle on us a lot. And I think it'll be different when Warner starts playing and defensive line with Bosa's out there and stuff like that. But we got to get it going. I think that's why at least the first half of a Chargers game is really important next week. Let's see what we got. Chargers and Niners next Saturday. Peace out, y'all.